This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay recently created eye health care team to reduce blindness through eye care initiatives and programs in the province. Aiming to address the prevalence of visual impairment, which rose to an estimated 1.98% or 2 million cases in the country, according to the 2018 National Survey of Blindness and Eye Disease Study. PGA has initiated the creation of the said group who will facilitate the implementation of eye health care program in the province. The said initiative was realized by virtue of Executive Order Number 32, Series of 2024, otherwise known as an order creating the Albay Provincial Health Care Team, where the eye health care team shall be in the forefront in crafting policies and programs relative to the eye health systems strengthening and integration project. It can be recalled that the province has partnered with the Fred House Foundation in realizing the establishment of the first ever eye center in Albay, situated at the Dr. Lorenzo P. Ziga Memorial District Hospital last year. In other story, the province of Albay remains free from Q fever. This assurance was made by Dr. Franz Colombo, Albay Veterinary Office AVO representative and Albay Park and Wildlife Manager in Albay PIO Program's Capital in Action. Coccidiosis, famously known as Q fever, is a zoonotic bacterial disease that can be passed from animals, particularly parturient ruminants, to humans through infected animal secretion, while animal-to-animal infection is caused by ticks or fleas carrying the bacteria to healthy live hosts. Coccidiosis is caused by the bacteria Coxiella burnetii, which are obligate intracellular bacteria that do not thrive or reproduce with a live host, says Colombo, explaining how these bacteria prefer animal hosts like cattle, cow, goat, sheep, but can infect domestic pets like cats. Colombo emphasized that Albay and its neighboring provinces are free from Q fever infection, but strongly advises both animal farmers and pet owners to be attentive to their animals, as any animal can be carriers of said infection. The infection is subclinical, meaning the infected are usually asymptomatic. It is not easily detected because the obvious symptoms could just be simply seen with pregnant or animals close to giving birth, he added. For their part, the doctor revealed that AVO is keen on maintaining the zero case in the province through strict monitoring of border controls. In the national scene, a traffic enforcer in Valenzuela City have filed criminal complaints against two Manila police officers for allegedly beating and striking him with a revolver. At the Valenzuela City office of the city prosecutor, the officers are accused of grave threats and bodily harm. According to the traffic enforcer, he was going down MH del Pilar in Barangay Valenzuela City, Mabolo, July 14 after 4 a.m. and saw two men on a motorcycle. He claimed that they were not wearing helmets, which was against the local rule. He was allegedly intimidated further by the suspects, adding that after pushing the policeman's hand away, the man smacked him on the side with a revolver. In other story, Philippine offshore gaming operators POGO should be outlawed, and Senators Joel Villanueva and Juan Miguel Zubiri have joined the chorus, and Zubiri felt that the societal cost of POGOs was excessively high. Villanueva expressed gratitude to the business community and the Philippine National Police and the economic managers of the Marcos administration for their support to the proposed prohibition. Moreover, Villanueva also advocated for the outlawing of all online gambling in addition to POGOs. The proposed Anti-Online Gambling Act by Villanueva was one of the topics discussed during a hearing conducted on July 16 by the Senate Committee on Ways and Means. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, the chair of the committee, stated that there should be strict oversight of online gambling, particularly in light of the discovery of around 7,000 illicit websites of which 5,000 have already been closed. In other news, Vice President Sara Duterte, who left the department in June, was replaced as the new leader of the Department of Education DepEd on Thursday by Senator Sonny Angara. During the DepEd Complex transition event in Pasig City, Duterte gave Angara the agency's seal and flag in a symbolic gesture. After their families' acrimonious relations for months, Duterte resigned from President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s cabinet. Prior to the midterm and local elections that are set for the next year, Duterte resigned as Minister of Education. However, she did not provide a clear explanation for her decision. And in the news outside the country, 6 people were killed in an attack on a Shiite Muslim mosque in the Gulf Arab state of Oman on Monday night, which was claimed by the extremist organization ISIS. 3 of the group's suicide attackers, according to a statement released late on Tuesday by the Sunni Muslim Islamists, opened fire on mosque attendees and engaged in shooting skirmishes with Omani security personnel till dawn, according to Reuters. The episode stunned a nation that escaped the sectarian bloodshed that engulfed several oil-rich neighbors of Oman in the Middle East after ISIS declared states in Syria and Iran 10 years ago and attempted to spread throughout the Arabian Peninsula, and Shiites are viewed by the group as heretics. And finally, in the news outside the country, Germany is to cut its military funding to Ukraine in half the next year, amid worries that U.S. backing for Kiev would wane should Republican nominee Donald Trump win re-election to the White House. German funding to Ukraine is expected to decrease from approximately 8 billion euros in 2024 to 4 billion euros in 2025. As per a draft of the 2025 budget obtained by Reuters. With the $50 billion in loans from the revenues of frozen Russian assets approved by the Group of 7, Germany anticipates that Ukraine will be able to cover the majority of its military needs and that money designated for arms will not be fully used. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, July 19, 2024. We'll be right back next week for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, LJ Lorejo, and on the technical side, Chad Bobis. And of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduca Castillo, and under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Azel Grex Lagman. I'm Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.